Okay, my friends, Roger Spur once again, and we're going to start a new channel called Calling All Experts. And I want experts on right across the board to confront what I present as evidence. Now, let's talk about the evidence I'm going to present right now. They're talking about impossible ancient artifacts from around the world. Now, this is mystery history. I just did one a few minutes ago about mystery history too. They're asking these questions about what's all going on with all this crazy stuff, because the academia refuses to engage. Let's see what he has to say here now.
Oklahoma newspaper, The Oklahoman, would publish a story on June 28, 1969, titled, "It's a Cracked Puzzle." Subsequently pulled from their archives, some astute researchers, however, have managed to track down this amazing article, detailing an impossible discovery. It pertains to the excavation of an ancient floor, a tiled area which covered a truly vast distance, as if it was once the highly finished floor of an enormous structure. What is astonishing regarding this floor, however, is the date that countless specialists have concluded upon. The age of these tiles is simply baffling. According to the modern dating techniques used, this floor was laid well over 200,000 years ago.
All right, they're wrong about everything. It's just 100% wrong about 100% of every word that was said. This is what that guy was looking at. This is a bigger one, but it's a membrane. It's a membrane from a gigantic, gigantic creature. And these are the membranes. Now, he was looking at the lower membrane, just as this is the lower membrane. Up in between here, there was a whole bunch of stuff that eroded away, and all these little balls were probably laying around somewhere, because he's looking at more or less the skin area and interstition, and he's got interstition all over this too, with the balls all over the place as well. So let's look at what I'm going to talk about now. The creatures were absolutely phenomenally gigantic. This is what he's looking at, something similar to this, which is the basement layer of skin. And all these were interstition. In between, there's like a fluffy area that these balls anchor all the tissue. And I'll show you that's called interstition. And he may be looking at a membrane. I believe he's looking at a different type of a membrane. But everything is in layers like this. And the creatures were absolutely gigantic. And when they erode, all the interstition erodes, it turns into mud, and the balls just fall to the bottom. All right, what you saw before was the top is eroded, all the balls and this gooey wet stuff eroded away, and the balls fell to the bottom, to the basement layer. And this is exactly the same thing. The balls have fallen away to the basement layer, which is now mud, and that is the bloody, where all these balls came from. And above is that layer of tissue that separates you from the rest of the world. And below is supposed to be completely isolated from above. And that interstition allows the flesh to move back and forth and then come back where it came from. It's been eroded. Now, the earth is made out of creatures. It's a body. It's a corpse. It's exactly what it says in the Nag Hammadi. And if you look up the Nag Hammadi text, and you look up the Gospel of Thomas, number 80 and number 56. Look those up, 80 and 56. All right, I love you all. All right, this is a membrane. It's not just some tiled floor. This is the cracks and little tiny holes that are in membranes and tissues, as I have just shown. All right, so stop paying attention to geologists, archaeologists, anthropologists. They guessed totally wrong, and now they will refuse to engage in what is absolutely unquestionably true, backed by DNA and CAT scans and all the different stuff I have. And if you don't think I have what I have, come up here and look. Giants in the Earth is History Denied. It's on Mudfossil University channel. It's 46 minutes long. It details exactly what exists in the biological realm, which is everything.